Guys, welcome back to the channel. Montel Gordon here, and in today's video I've got something super special to announce that I've been working super hard on, hence why I've not really been uploading this past week. But I think you guys are gonna love this, so stay tuned. So guys, as you can see, you're probably wondering what the hell is this in front of me. This is a Blue Yeti microphone that I actually picked up. I know that some of you guys were basically complaining about the audio, that the audio quality sucked, so I went ahead and upgraded the office. Also, it's actually quite a smart investment as well, because I do a lot of video, do a lot of audits online, such as Loom, using video audits, stuff like that. I do a lot of YouTube videos, so it's definitely a good investment for somebody like me. So I got the Blue Yeti microphone. Hopefully the audio quality is coming out crisp. Just drop me a comment in the comment box if the audio is actually coming out crisp. Hopefully it does sound crisp and it was a good investment. But yeah, as you can see guys, your boy is stepping up in the world, I guess. I also broke my other laptop and I just replaced it with this one real quick. So yeah, I'm definitely stepping up in the world, I guess. Anyway, basically guys, for the past couple of weeks I've actually been working on putting together a secret little thing. If you guys are following on Instagram, it's probably not too secret by now, but I just want to backtrack just a little bit, just to give you guys some context on what's actually been going on with my life and where I'm at right now with the journey and stuff like that. This is not too much SMMA related, this is more out of SMMA related, I'll just put it at that. So basically guys, I'm not too sure if you guys remember, but back in the day I actually released a video talking about how to automate getting 1,000 leads in a day. Well, it turns out that shit actually genuinely works, and it's actually a problem that I can actually help solve to people. The only problem is that people was asking me to teach it to them, and I just wasn't confident teaching it to people and charging for it. So what I did was I just decided, I don't know what was, to be honest, I'm not too sure what was holding me back. I just guess I just didn't believe in myself for some reason. But what I actually decided to do is I decided to give people away like free coaching calls for like 30 minutes and stuff like that. I started showing them this system, and they were just completely like gobsmacked by it. Everybody I've actually taught this to cannot believe like what I'm showing them. And as soon as I actually showed it to the first person for free, they immediately said to me, Montel, you should be charging for this, you should be charging for this. The second person, you should be charging for this, you should be charging for this. Then I thought to myself, okay, I'm just going to try charging for it, charge £50 an hour for a coaching call. Started taking on coaching calls. People were just loving this. How did you find the call, man?
You know, brilliant, bro.
Hey, thank you.
Fantastic. You just saved me so much time. And even though I've barely just touched everything, right? You've already saved me so much time on getting all these businesses. Oh my God, I'm in love. Yeah, I mean, okay, just say I get 1,000. Yeah. At least, I don't know, I just say 10 out of 1,000 or 10 or 20 out of that 1,000.
Exactly. Like the system that I've actually built is basically a system that's allowing you to go to places like Google, Yelp, LinkedIn, and basically grab a bunch of leads and then put them into an Excel sheet, which you then can put into a pipe drive. So basically the system I've got, it basically allows you to go to Google, right? Allows you to, instead of copying and pasting the business's name, phone number, reviews, location, website, it basically allows you to grab all that information all automatically with one click for free, literally for free. You don't have to pay a dime for this. And then it puts it into an Excel sheet for you, all laid out in columns, all nice and neat. So guys, after I figured out how to get all these businesses from Google into an Excel sheet with literally one click, you just sit back and watch it, and it does it within like a minute. Literally it's ridiculous, guys. It takes literally 60 seconds of your time, if that. If you got a fast Wi-Fi connection, my Wi-Fi is pretty shit, to be honest, but it still works for me pretty quickly, so it's probably gonna work for you guys even quicker. But after I discovered I could do that, I then needed to find, you know, the business's email address, their Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, and stuff like that, because I do a lot of outreach on social media. And I actually found a tool that allows you to take these businesses that you find off of Google, that I've pulled from Google, so these 1,000 businesses in an Excel sheet, I can then take those businesses, put them into the second tool. It then allows me to find their Facebook accounts, their email addresses, their Instagram accounts, their Pinterest, even their Pinterest if I want it, and their LinkedIn accounts if they have one. All automatically, all within like 5 minutes. This tool takes a little bit longer, which normally takes around 5 to 7 minutes. I've seen on average for around 1,000 leads, I believe it is. But that is still super quick. Just finished up a coaching call, gone through on the call and found, let's take a look. Yeah, 120 businesses, just like that. I'm actually going to break down some maths for you guys just to show you how long it was actually taking me to find just one business. So guys, I actually want to break down some maths on how long it was genuinely taking me to go and find businesses to then reach out to. And I'm going to explain to you why this is important in a second, because we're actually going to break down SMMA as a business model into just 5 parts, and you can see why this part is probably one of the, if not the most important part. So it was taking me around 4 minutes on average to find one business, find their, you know, their name, title, basically the name of the business, the phone number, the email address, the reviews, basically all the information I needed, such as the email address, all that sort of stuff. I was then copying and pasting that into an Excel sheet. So I was going to Google, typing in, you know, like restaurants in, and then whatever location. So like my location is Sheffield. So I was typing in restaurants in Sheffield, going to Google, going to the Google Maps section, the free pack, clicking on more places so I could get like a nice list. I was then copying and pasting the business's name, address, phone number, reviews, going onto their website, finding their social media accounts such as their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn if they had one. I was also finding the business owner's name and stuff like that. It was literally taking me at least 4 minutes just to do one business. Now, I have this rule called the 1,000 business rule. So if you grab 1,000 leads, if you reach out to 1,000 of them, maybe only 10% will reply back. So that means you're going to get 100 replies. Out of those 100 replies, you're probably going to set these are really bad numbers, by the way, guys. I'm just trying to keep it super realistic and genuine with you guys. But if you reach out to 1,000 businesses, only 10% might even reply back. That's 100 replies. Out of those 100 replies, you might set up 10 sales calls or discovery calls, whatever you want to call them. And out of those 10, you might close 1 client or 2 clients out of those at the max. So I always work on like a 10% basis around there, just to keep it super realistic and to basically overestimate how many businesses I need to reach out to keep it super realistic. Like I said, I always make sure I basically underestimate myself and overshoot my numbers. So that's why I always work this math out on the 1,000 business rule. So let's say it took me 4 minutes to prospect one business, grab all their details, put it into an Excel sheet. That means it would have taken me 4,000 minutes just to get 1,000 businesses into an Excel sheet. Now, according to my maths here, 4,000 minutes divided by 60, so 60 minutes in an hour, that means it would have taken me 66.6 hours of non-stop copying and pasting without even taking a toilet break or even a 15-minute break. That's literally non-stop copying and pasting businesses. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that would absolutely suck. There's no way on hell I'm spending 66.6 hours prospecting and copying and pasting non-stop for 66.6 hours. Do you actually know how long 66.6 hours is? That's 2.7 full days. You'd be working for 2.7 full days. So obviously this is a big problem, and this is why I developed my system. I mean, think about it. If you was to work just 8 hours a day, just doing non-stop copying and pasting. So you just do work 8 hours a day, which is relatively normal, what people are used to, 9 to 5 and stuff like that. People are used to working 8 hours a day. So this is why I want to break it down even further, just to show you how ludicrous these numbers actually are. So if you was to work 8 hours a day on just doing this prospecting and copying and pasting businesses details, it would take you 8.3 days of 8 hours a day of just non-stop copying and pasting, without toilet breaks included, without lunch breaks included, without anything, any sort of break included. That's non-stop copying and pasting. Again, as you can see, this is super ludicrous. The numbers just don't make sense. You shouldn't be spending your time doing this. You need to be spending it on reaching out to people, setting discovery calls. The problem is, how can you set discovery calls if you don't have leads to reach out to in the first place? So as you can see, I'm about to break down the SMMA model, business model, and show you why this part is literally the first part you need to tackle before you can even go into a sales call or even closing a client. So it's like, you've got to set this up first, and then the rest precedes it. And what the funniest thing is, guys, is that I've literally gone through a ton of courses, like literally everybody's course you can think of, all the top influencers on YouTube. I've been through everybody's course, literally everybody's course, and everybody teaches you to do the same thing. Go to Google, go prospect businesses, see if they've got a Facebook pixel, copy and paste their businesses details into an Excel sheet, and then put them into a pipe drive or some sort of other CRM system to then reach out to. I think I've seen like 1 or 2 other courses where they offer or teach you how to actually use certain software like Lead Carrot or D7 Lead Finder, but those can be pricey, expensive, and sometimes they're not that accurate. So I developed a system where you can basically pull businesses from Yelp, which is super accurate and updated, and Google itself. Now, you're not gonna get any better than Google itself. It's just the most up-to-date. I mean, a Google listing is the most up-to-date sort of information you can ever find on an actual business, and we can actually pull data from the actual business's website itself. So their social media accounts, their email addresses, stuff like that. And this is the system I've actually built and perfected. So like I said, people were actually wanting me. They was actually asking me, Montel, please teach me this system. Please teach me this system. I will pay you. I was literally refusing money. People were literally trying to give me money and I was still refusing it. And I don't know what it is. It's probably one of my own limiting beliefs. I just didn't believe in the whole charging people for knowledge thing. I just don't know what it is with me. I just like to be super like genuine, authentic. I actually started this YouTube channel and this whole journey just to see what actually happens when you actually listen to these influencers. Is it actually possible to make it as an entrepreneur without like a college degree or a university degree and just listening to these influencers? So my whole journey is being based around like proving that you don't really need this university thing, and that if you actually listen to these people, I want to see what kind of happened if you actually did listen to these people. But for some reason, it was like inside of me where I just didn't want to sell people. I didn't want to sell to people. It wasn't until people started telling me, Montel, you need to charge for this, you need to be charging for this, you need to be charging for this. That's when I finally decided to do the £50 per hour coaching calls. I started doing those. People were still telling me from the get-go that I need to be charging way more than this.
How did you find to be charging more for this? You need to be, listen, Montel, listen, bro. You need to be putting this to at least 100 for your, just an hour of your.
And I actually just started figuring out that this stuff I'm actually teaching you is extremely valuable, guys. This sort of knowledge I'm actually, and the system I've actually developed is what businesses charge other businesses thousands per month for. Like there's certain B2B businesses that hire other like lead generation companies that, they tell them, go and find me 1,000 leads a month and I'll pay you £1 a lead or something like £1 or $1 a lead. And they go out there and they find all these businesses for them, such as the business owner's name, address, phone number, email address, their social media accounts, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, website URL, all that sort of stuff, reviews on the business, all that sort of stuff. And then they sell these like lists of business leads to the other business and they make money like that. So literally what I'm teaching you is other people's business models. Like, this is a genuine business model, which is crazy in itself, because I've actually had students, shout out to Callum if you're watching this, by the way. I've actually had students, because he's a very smart guy, by the way. I've actually taught students this, and they've literally turned around and literally started offering it as coaching calls and started teaching it to other people. Not only that, I've actually had people build out these lists of 1,000 businesses and then just sell the list to other people in Facebook groups, which is super smart, which is ridiculously smart. I should have been doing this from ages ago, but again, it's like I just didn't want to sell to people for some reason. Don't know what it is. So guys, I actually want to break down this business model, this SMMA business model, so you can actually see why this is super important for you guys, and why I've actually decided to go ahead and put together a course on this. So let's break down the actual business model. SMMA at its essence comes in 5 parts. You can actually break it down in 5 parts. Number 1, we've got leads. So we go and find leads. Number 2 is outreach. After we found leads, we do the outreach. The outreach then leads to discovery calls. Discovery calls then land us clients, so we close on discovery calls. Then after we've closed clients, we deliver results. So there's literally 5 parts to this business. I'll say those again. So we have to get leads first. Once we've got leads, we can then reach out to those leads. Once we reach out to those leads, we set discovery calls. Once we set discovery calls, we then close on those discovery calls. And once we close on the discovery calls, we then deliver results to our clients. And so guys, let's just imagine that as like a conveyor belt with leads in at the beginning. If you don't have a consistent flow of leads in, it basically fucks up the whole rest of the conveyor belt. If you don't have a consistent way to bring in lots of leads in to reach out to, you're not going to set a lot of discovery calls. If you don't set a lot of discovery calls, you can't close a lot of clients. If you can't close a lot of clients, you're not going to be building an agency and delivering results to nobody. So as you can see, it's literally the forefront and the bloodline of your actual business. And this is what I actually started to realize on these coaching calls that I was actually providing to people. I actually noticed that once you actually sort out getting a bunch of leads in and actually organizing them and structuring them in a way that I do, putting them into Pipedrive CRM, having them super organized, everything just becomes 10 times easier, because you don't have to focus on prospecting a bunch of businesses. In fact, I've actually had students say that they've spent an hour just on the weekends prospecting and doing using my system to prospect thousands of businesses that they then can reach out to for the next 2 to 3 months. And if you don't believe me, I'm actually going to put some testimonials up on the screen.
Montel, man, thank you so much for showing me your prospecting system. Since using your system, I've literally cut my time in half while doubling my results when it comes to potential leads. I only have to prospect like once a month now for an hour, and I have a whole month's worth, 2-3 months worth of leads just from using your system. For anyone who's on the fence, I promise you he will deliver you what you're looking for when it comes to prospecting. He's like the king of prospecting, and you really will enjoy your hour session with Montel.
I want to give a big shout out to Montel. The system he taught me will literally save me hundreds of hours of time. The system will get you business owners' contact information, their social media handles, and even the business owners' direct emails, so you won't have to go through the gatekeeper. That's how crazy powerful it is. Now, I do recommend you hopping on a call with him. It's so easy. It will take literally 1 to 2 hours of your time. It will set you up for 2 to 3 months worth of leads. So guys, please do not hesitate. Give Montel a call. Montel.
So guys, I actually want to break down this even further just to give you a little bit more context. The reason why I decided to put this into a video course format is because, one, I was happy doing the coaching calls. However, it was genuinely taking up a lot of my time, and I need that time to focus on building my SMMA, because I'm still trying to build a 6-figure agency, because that is my ultimate goal at the moment. The second reason why I decided to put it into a video format is because I noticed that when I was actually teaching this system to people over coaching calls, the response I was getting was literally, of course, they was absolutely blown away by it. But after the call, they were literally messaging me saying, please, please, please send me the video recording, because I actually host all my coaching calls on Zoom. And what I like to do is actually upload the video to my Google Drive and then send them the link to the video so they can rewatch the steps of how to use my system. And so they were literally just wanting that link. And so it's like, why would I spend my time doing the, showing 10 different people how to do this one same system, when I could literally just put it in a video format and then just distribute it out to 10 different people, and I only have to spend my time doing it once. So it just makes complete sense. So if any of you are out there just thinking, oh, this guy is just going to now sell courses, is another one of those people on the internet that sells courses, no, it literally makes sense. Not only is it a win for me, it's also a win for you guys, because you can actually see in much clearer detail on the video that I'm going to be shooting, the video course that I'm going to be shooting, everything that's going on, what steps to do, what order. I'm actually going to include even more stuff into the course as well, such as LinkedIn automation, Yelp automation, how to structure your leads. There's actually there's actually going to be 7 different sections to this, or modules, or whatever you want to call them, and each module has like 1 to 2 videos in it, so it's actually going to be quite in depth. In fact, I can happily and confidently say that this is going to be the most in-depth course on lead sourcing this market has seen yet, especially when it comes to automating lead sourcing. So guys, I know you probably got a couple of questions, such as, when is this course going to be out? I'm currently in the process of building out the slides. I've just finished building out the slides. I'm just going to go back over them, make sure that they're 110% accurate. Everything's looking smooth. Everything's good to go. Just ordered this mic in, just got this laptop in so that my audio is crispy for this course. I want this to be like my life's work. Like literally, I've put everything into this. I was so hesitant to release this sort of stuff, not only because I just didn't believe in myself that I could provide value to somebody, until I actually started seeing people's eyes light up when I taught this to them. But I also, it was like I was kind of scared to share the knowledge, because I thought, oh no, if I've got it this good and I give it to someone else, then they can outcompete me. But that mindset is a scarcity mindset. You should never have that mindset. I don't know why I had that mindset, all those beliefs, to be honest. And so yeah guys, I'm super happy to announce this course. I'm actually going to be calling it Lead Sourcing Alchemy, because this is a exact science. I broke it down into an exact formula that anybody can follow. Yes, this works in any country. It doesn't matter if you're in Australia. I've had students from Australia.
Hey guys, just wanted to quickly shout out Montel Gordon. Jumped on a coaching call with him the other night, and in less than an hour he was able to walk me through step by step on how to automate my entire lead sourcing system, using just a few really powerful softwares that I had no idea existed. And I even asked him, like, how did he even like create this system himself? And guys, the reason you won't find this anywhere else is because he spent hours upon hours, probably even days, building this system. So take advantage of this while you can and book a call with him. Cheers.
I've had students in Texas, Italy, all over the world. It works everywhere. Bear in mind, I'm in the UK, so Australia is literally on the other side of the globe. So yes, it works worldwide as long as you've got businesses on Google. Yes, it is free. The only time you actually need to pay for it is if you don't follow my steps correctly. And even if you do have to pay for it, it's less than like $25 or something like that. If you want to go and grab leads from Yelp, that is. So guys, I am super happy to announce Lead Sourcing Alchemy, and I know, like I said, you're probably asking a bunch of questions right now, like how much is it going to be, when is it going to be released. Let's just break down the price. The price is actually a steal. I'm actually going to price this around £150 to £300. I'm not too sure what that is in the US currency, but that to me is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm doing it that cheap. People have already told me that's way too cheap. But like I said, I'm not really out here trying to get rich off of courses. I'm actually trying to build a long-term, sustainable, genuine, authentic business and a marketing agency. But I do love helping people. So I guess it's still a win, I guess. So it's actually going to be out pretty soon, you guys. I'm actually in the process of finishing up the slides now, and I'm literally in the process of recording it. As you can see, I've just got the laptop and my new microphone to record this sort of stuff so that the audio is crispy and it's top quality. But this is going to be literally my life's work so far. It's literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It's really not that easy, guys, creating a course. I remember back in the day, I thought, you know, I'm probably just going to create a course, just going to throw some knowledge, create a course, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. You actually have to find a genuine problem and then fix that problem in a replicable way. And that's what I've done. I've actually distilled this down to a very science. And I'm so excited to release this to you guys. And so, guys, that's all for today's video. I'm super stoked that I'm about to release this. I cannot believe that I'm actually in the position I'm in now. I'm so grateful that I've actually been able to figure something like this out and actually provide it to other people, and it actually works for other people as well. I've seen a lot of my students go through and gather thousands of leads. Actually go through and actually close these leads. Your outreach game, put it this way, is going to get 10 times easier because you're not going to need to spend crazy amounts of hours going through and prospecting businesses. So guys, super excited. This has been a long-winded video, but I think I needed to put something out there just to give you guys an update. Oh, and by the way, guys, I won't be doing coaching calls any longer. Well, I might do, but to focus on this course, I need to remove my time. So I'm either going to be upping my fee or I'm going to be removing the coaching calls altogether. So I'm gonna give you guys until Monday. Let me just check the date. So guys, I'm actually going to be giving you guys until Monday, the 1st of April 2019 to book a call with me at the fee that it's at now, which is absolutely a steal. So guys, if you want to book a coaching call with me, click the link in the description. That will be going up. This is not no BS scarcity tactic. I genuinely need to take my time away from coaching people to then focus on creating this course, because it is actually one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, and I actually have to concentrate quite a lot. This is the first time I'm ever doing this, and I want it to be as high quality as possible. So guys, 1st of Monday, so the Monday the 1st of April is when I'll be either upping my coaching call fees or either removing the coaching calls altogether to focus. So make sure if you want to book a coaching call with me, book it ASAP. But that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you like this, enjoyed this, and I hope you're super excited, because this is literally a game changer. I'm telling you, I'm going to be the market leader in this section. I can say that confidently because I've been through everybody's course, been through all the top influencers courses, and I'm telling you, you've not seen anything like this yet. So guys, super happy, super stoked. Peace.